In a small town surrounded by hills lived a young man named Daniel. Daniel had a habit that everyone in town knew very well. He complained about everything. He complained about his job, about money, about people, and most of all about life.
Nothing ever works for me.
He would often say, "Other people are lucky. I'm not." One afternoon, while walking outside the town, Daniel noticed an old man sitting quietly beside the road. Next to him was a small wooden cart filled with large stones. Curious, Daniel asked,
Why are you sitting here with all these stones?
The old man smiled calmly and said, "I'm waiting for someone who feels tired of life." Daniel laughed. "Well, you found the right person." The old man picked up a large stone and handed it to him. Then he pointed toward a steep hill nearby. "Carry this stone to the top of that hill," he said. "Then come back and tell me how you feel." Daniel frowned. "How will carrying a rock fix my life?" "It won't fix your life," the old man replied, "but it might help you understand it." Daniel sighed, but he decided to try. He lifted the heavy stone and began walking up the hill. At first it was easy, but after a few minutes the stone began to feel heavier. His arms started to ache and his breathing grew faster. Halfway up the hill, Daniel almost gave up, but he forced himself to keep going. Step by step, he finally reached the top. Exhausted, he dropped the stone on the ground and sat down. Instantly, his body felt lighter. The cool wind touched his face and the view of the valley looked peaceful. After resting, Daniel walked back down and returned to the old man. "Well?" the old man asked. "The stone was heavy," Daniel said, "but when I dropped it, I felt relieved, like a huge weight disappeared." The old man nodded. "That stone is like the problems people carry in life," he explained. "Everyone has problems. That is normal. But many people keep carrying their pain long after the lesson is learned." Daniel listened quietly. Someone insults them and they carry it for years. Someone rejects them and they carry that rejection forever. They fail once and they keep that failure in their mind for the rest of their lives. The old man looked at Daniel and said gently, "The stone itself isn't the real problem. The real problem is refusing to put it down." Daniel stood there in silence, thinking about all the anger, regrets, and disappointments he had been carrying for years. The old man smiled and said, "Next time life gives you a stone, carry it only long enough to learn the lesson. And once the lesson is learned," he pointed toward the hill, "put it down."
Life becomes heavy not because of our problems, but because we refuse to let them go.